Alright, so boom, check it. Alright, yeah, alright, first off, it's gonna be a rant. I don't really have any notes together. This news just broke sort of soon, recently, sort of. And I just wanted to talk about it for a minute. And, because ever since I've seen this game, I wanted to talk about it, bro. Listen, the day before, bro, is it even real, to be honest with you, bro? It doesn't exist. Okay, so basically, if you're not caught up to date, and I don't know why you're coming at me for news about games when there's plenty of other people, but basically, they were their website is down. It was I believe it was a Wix website. Bro, Wix is a website to go to. I ain't gonna lie, it's a good website. But their website failed, so their website is no longer up, and also like, it's the like, over just the game in general has been missing dates, has like missed deadlines of like, oh, we're gonna post a trailer or a short, or we're gonna post like gameplay this day. They push it back. Like, the communication is like really wonky, and the gameplay looks to some people too good to be true. And it looks like a good game, but alright, in my opinion, I don't think the game's real. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think the game's real. It was about maybe even last year, there was a game around the time that that other game came out. What was the other game? Alright, listen, I forgot. But basically, about a year ago, there was this game. It was this trailer. It was not a game. It was like a Blender animation, or like how the game would look. And it's like some super deformed monsters in the hallway, and the gunplay is like really bloody and gory. I couldn't find the game, well, the soon-to-be game. That's what they say. Anywhere, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That's what I think the day before is. I don't think it's a game. I think it's just a presentation piece that they're either trying to pass off as a game, or it's like they don't have things ready enough that they can't just show it, demo it, like, because there have been like a total of around, like, I could say like 4 or 5 memorable trailers, and one of them is here. This one's, I think, it's the first one. I think it was the debut trailer that was happening right now. And people were like, "Oh man, this looks like a mix between Last of Us and what's that city game? Division." Yeah, Division. That's what they're saying. Oh, and then people are saying, "Oh, it looks like so cool," but then you have all these other like YouTubers like react to this trailer, and then they say, "Oh, this is weird. Time to kill." The reticles, like, overall, like, they just look at different. They have to take it apart like it's a fucking Marvel movie. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing. There's nothing they're going off with. 90% of the information we got on this game is trailers. Trailers don't really, unless you really show. Trailers don't convey that deep of meaning, bro. Like the one trailer that showed the car physics and stuff. That was like, oh, people were like. That's what roped people back into thinking, oh, this is an actual project. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's real. I don't even think. I think that what's happening on screen is real. I don't think it's pre-rendered or anything, stuff like that. I think this is like they literally built out a level, like kind of like a movie. Because a movie, you build all the set, but there's no actual game. That's what I think. But let's just say there is a game. Why have they been terrible with deadlines? Why have they been missing their deadlines or not explaining themselves good enough? And why did their website come down? Is down. Okay, there's probably like 3 reasons, probably 2, but one of the reasons I can think of is that it's bland. There's nothing to do. Like, look at the screen right now. There's ammo, 3 status effects, and your health. If I think it's gonna be like a Battlefield situation where there's nothing to do. There's no content. There's a couple hats, couple guns, kill zombies. It might be boring. Now we did see in some other trailers that they have vehicles and stuff, and they said that you can go outside the country, go into safe zones, stuff like that, but they haven't showed it. So unless I see it, I can't like it's not like, why didn't they show that? Why don't they have 4 people like actually play the game, not like, oh, I found me a cap. Like, no, come on, bro. The voice acting is terrible. First of all, let's just talk about that. The voice acting was atrocious, bro. Like, come on, like nobody talks like that. Nobody, bro. If anybody plays like that in my lobby, I am leaving. I'm leaving the lobby, bro. Like, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, bro, if you're gonna do a game like in-game like acting like what players will say in game, get actual players, bro, or just like listen to any Call of Duty, any like bro, click on your latest streamer and just watch him for an hour. Watch them for an hour. Like, come on, nobody talks like that. That was the cringiest part, and that's why I think that it's not a real game because I've never seen a game. This is the only time when this trailer dropped. I haven't seen this terrible acting in years. That means it's had to be built by a company that don't know what they're doing. And especially the reason I also don't think it's fake. You might think it's a small thing, is the reticle. A circle reticle for every gun. Well, as far as I know, I didn't check every single gun, but it happens with the pistol, and it happens with the assault rifle. So I'm suspecting every gun has the same like reticle. And you might say, well, bro, it's just a circle. No, it's not just a circle reticle, bro, because nobody has a circle reticle anymore. Now, yeah, there are different reticles in different games. Like some even have like the diamond, like the square turns slightly like at an angle. Some do have circles, but circles are naturally used for weapons that have area of effect, like shotguns, for example, or something that will do area of effect damage, you know? So that's why it's kind of weird to just see that open circle, like, you know? And I know some other games have the open circle that's not fake and stuff like that, but it really just like, you know? Like, if you know what you're doing, having a reticle would just look very misleading. Kind of how like health should always be green, barrels that blow up should always be red. You know, it's like, why would you have a barrel that blows up be green? Bro, if you walk past a barrel and it's green and it explodes, you would be pissed too. But if it was red, you'd be like, oh, I don't, I'm not gonna touch that. You know? So like that's why like games, like for example, see on the screen right now you see the circle reticle right now that I'm talking about, and also health. If you've seen some health in some games are different, but it's all about color coordination, but not coordination, bro. And the color goes with the thing. All right, you think egg, you think white and yellow. You think crayons, you think crayon color. Okay, that was bad. All right, listen. All right, off the tangent. And okay, another reason they might be having a terrible another reason why they might have like terrible, their marketing is terrible, is because the game's not finished. Maybe they're delaying it and pushing it back because things are not ready and like they need extra time to finish the quote unquote game, you know what I mean? But it's like, yo, if something so good is here, why wouldn't you show it? Like, for example, look at this screen, man. This looks interesting. You got bandages, and it has, like, inventory system, stuff like that. But it's, like, it's one of those too good to be trues, you know? And I was watching a lot of YouTubers react and nitpick the trailer saying, oh, what if you could do this, this, and that, and this, that, and, oh, what if you, oh, and it was mainly in the newest trailer where the vehicle and going into that house and the cop cars and stuff like that. And the people were just assuming like, oh, what if you could do this? Oh, you could do that? Oh, you probably could do this too. I think that the latest like game consumers think too ambitious. All right, now listen, my second single player game, my second favorite single player game of all time, Cyberpunk. People hated the game when it dropped. I didn't. The only thing I had a problem with is crashing all the time, but they fixed it in like a week after it dropped. And crashing was the only thing that would made me mad because I was in the story, like in the world, and I'll crash. Yeah, it was buggy and stuff like that, but I didn't join the world to hit AI and have them do 36 backflips and shoot me in the face. You know what I'm saying? I came there for the story. And like with Cyberpunk, people expected more. And even if it did take that extra year to develop, they wouldn't have been satisfied. They wouldn't have been satisfied. It's almost impossible to satisfy a customer that knows little about the product. Cyberpunk, people knew little about it. They had a couple trailers, couple demos, that's all. And they did have the Night City Wire thing, which, I mean, Some people didn't even watch it because they didn't want to get spoiled. So you have to take that into account too. You know what I mean? So like, it was all just in perspective. You know what I mean? So like, basically, the game is the day before shows so little, people have to guess what the features are, and it's either gonna be there or it's not. And the likelihood that it's not gonna be there is way higher than actually being there. So that's why being direct is necessary. You might say, why companies nowadays don't explain exactly what they're doing in their projects? It's because, like, if you say we're gonna do this and this, add this, do that, then people are gonna, it's gonna be one side versus other sides. I can argue this point in a different video, but basically, the industry standard is to stay silent, drop little tidbits, and then drop game. Simple, right? But there's also people like, let's do Rust for example. Rust has a Trello board, or a board that just says, what are we working on? What are we doing? What are we working on? What's next? What has, and they literally show you what has been updated. Some of it, if it's like a secret update or something, they'll have it like scratched out, but you'll know somebody's updating something. You don't know what it says, but somebody just updated something. But they'll say updated UI characters, and then their name. Like, they literally show you day by day, well, on monthly basis, how they're fixing things, adding things, doing DLCs and like loots and skins and all that stuff. Like, they literally put all their cards on the table. Okay, I was gonna say they put all their cards on the table, but they don't. They put their major cards on the table by keeping you in the loop, but they don't give you every single thing. They don't post single thing, but it's such an efficient working system that they've been using it for years. They started off doing weekly updates. The game got so big they switched over to monthly, and nobody complained. Nobody said, I don't like how they get, bro. It made sense. Nobody was upset that they didn't get weekly updates. The game was at a stable rate. It was still in early access, but it was a stable rate, and like stable enough to where the community could last longer without having so many bug fixes and updates. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. So that's why I think day 4, I cannot see it being real. And if it is real, I'll come on here and say, yeah, it's real. But I guarantee that it's something wrong with it. There's no way that you will be having this like run around. Like, either the team is incompetent and they made a good game, or this game is bare bones, like there's nothing to do, or it's like something's really wrong with it. Like it's like a full-on lie. So I'm just interested to see what happens. If I'm proven wrong, I don't really care, bro. I don't think it's real. It's just, it's so weird and unlike. And also, I think in the latest update, it was like also like on another on a controller, and I don't know if it was like you know, play on PC, plug in your controller and play it, or have it tested out for console. But that raises another red flag. Like, you can integrate controller outputs or a console version, but you don't know how to upload a YouTube video. You don't know how to keep your website up. And if you don't want to be on that website no more, you don't tell your fans like, hey, we're changing the website, this is the new URL, come follow us, come to this website for updates, or nothing? No? And also, I ain't gonna lie, that BS like reveal date where you did like the numbers and then it flipped that bro, come on. No, yeah, no comment, bro. If I was dropping the game, I wouldn't do that. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, bro, this video is long enough. I'm ranting at this point, but that's all I gotta say. I don't think it's real. It's like a lot of things. It's just like, what is stopping it from being like out there? And it's itself. The company itself is like, you know, you don't see no raw gameplay. Like, it's all scripted, and that's like, you know, something fishy's going on, bro. Yeah. And I'm not talking about sandwiches, you know what I'm saying? I'm out, bro. Roll my house, bro.